Ultimately, you need to just be able to say what you're building all the way through and care about the whole thing. Because instead of throwing in whatever tech seems to be the sexiest, whatever tech seems to be the hottest, understand that what you're building has knock-on effects and will change things. Because if we could go back and say, hey, free to play, that's interesting, but don't just add it. It ain't just a thing in a vacuum. You're going to end up producing games that, are basically abusive bullshit machines that casinos are jealous of. Maybe we should take a step back and think about the whole system. Like crypto's supposed to do.
Cool. So it sounds like for you, it's a lot about setting expectations. Yeah.
It's about setting expectations, but it's about having what I consider to be honest conversations. And I don't mean that they're the opposite is like a lie, because that implies sort of an intention. When people talk about ideas, they don't realize that they're lying, because you say one thing and someone else takes that idea and they go, oh, this is what I see that as. Because not all of us have had, a few of people in our place who own 81s, for example, have around 100, 1,000 fucking NFTs of different varying utility abilities, different projects. When I say NFTs to that person, they're thinking of all the stuff they've owned and that they've bought into. NFT, that isn't it. Those are NFTs. But at the same time, the guy who, bought into Jake Paul's fucking weird Pokemon ripoff thing that he did, that's NFTs too. But they only has that touch point versus this. And games wise, games, well, it's Axie. Oh, crypto games. Is that really all we can do? No, it's not all we can do. But the idea is what people attach to. So if you can step beyond that, if you can actually have an honest conversation about the literal things you're putting in place, you can have discussions with everyone. We've been able to have talks with hardcore gamers who see what we're doing. And, and again, we're very blunt about a lot of stuff. We're very blunt about where we want to make money instead of, using flowery language and trying to sort of pretend like we don't care, even though it's like crypto's like one of the most hardcore capitalist things you can do. We're honest. This is where we make money. Here's how we're other people. Here's the setup. Here's the flows of the different pieces. Here's where things can be bought and sold. And people are able to talk to us about the thing rather than just the idea and shitting on us or the idea and cheering, which I don't want either side. I want people who want to build, which is not a new thing, I think, to our community for me to say that.